Softening your language, politeness and giving and asking for advice. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to explore an interesting and important topic: using softeners and hedges in English. This skill is especially useful when we're giving or asking for advice, as it can make our language more polite, gentle, and respectful. So, let's dive in. Before we jump into examples and practices, it's important to understand what we mean by softeners and hedges. In the context of English language, softeners and hedges are words or phrases that we use to make our statements less direct. They help to soften the impact of what we're saying, hence the name. You can think of them as a kind of linguistic cushion. They make things more comfortable. Now, let's move on to some examples. You'll find that you're probably already using some of these in your everyday speech without realizing it. Softeners. Here are some common softeners. Maybe, perhaps, you might want to, it might be a good idea to. Hedges. And some common hedges. I'm not sure, but I think that, it seems like, kind of. When giving advice, it's important to use softeners and hedges to not sound too direct or bossy. For example, instead of saying, "You should study more," you can soften it by saying, "Perhaps you might want to study a bit more." This sounds less direct and more friendly. Just as when giving advice, using softeners and hedges when asking for advice can make your request sound more polite and respectful. Instead of saying, "What should I do?" you could say, "I was wondering what I should do," or, "Maybe you could give me some advice?" So that wraps up our lesson on using softeners and hedges in English. Remember, these are just tools to help you communicate more effectively. Every situation is different, so feel free to mix and match these phrases to suit your needs. Practice these in your daily conversations and you'll soon become a pro at making your English sound more polite and respectful. Thank you for joining me today and keep practicing.